tomorrow, the 4th June, the counting for 11 assembly segment under West Garo Hills will be taken up here in ISBT. The counting time is sharp at 8 o'clock, but the officials, the counting agents from the respective candidates, they have been requested and directed also to report here before 6 o'clock. The two main doors in front you can see, that is meant for the observer, the returning officers, the assistant returning officers, counting supervisors, counting assistants, and for the counting agents from the on behalf of candidates, they'll be entering from the doors which are behind. There are 8 doors, and the specific order has come as per the instruction of the ECI. No officials and no other persons will be allowed to carry mobile phones or separate water bottles inside the counting halls. However, the returning officer, the AROs and the observer, besides the assistant system engineer, will be doing the live entry of the data. They are allowed to carry the mobile phone, but the use of the mobile is again restricted to only for receiving of OTP, etc. And the halls for all the assembly segments, the counting booths have been fully decked up. Sitting arrangements for the counting agents, the AROs, have been done. We have received 2 counting observers from the ECI. They have already inspected today and they have expressed their satisfaction with the arrangement. As per ECI instruction, the entry of vehicles is restricted up to 7:30. That is, the officials will be arriving. We are offering them buses, pickup for 7 number of buses, and anybody coming with their personal vehicles, official vehicles, they can enter this premise, and after 7:30 it will be a restricted zone. And this entire compound of ISBT will be considered as pedestrian zone, and the police security personnel will man the gate along with the magistrate. For the candidates, we are giving them 3 vehicles and permits already issued to them. 3-tier security arrangement is in place. At the main gate, the state police will be there with the magistrate to man the crowd and to ensure the law and order is smooth here. And in each counting halls at the door, there will be another police who is without the arm. Again, at the entry, as I mentioned, the 10 doors for entry exit, that also will be manned by the security personnel. Police will be there. And for both the strong rooms at both doors, we have 2 entries which are grill gates, of course. So the CAPA personnel will be manning that till the end of the counting is over. The whole setup of counting is under the ECI's app, that is Anchor app. Now it is be a live feed of the data. So as you said correctly, like we have 5 districts under Tura STPC. Then all these 5 districts are doing their counting in the respective districts, except the postal ballot and the ETPP. For all other 4 districts, that also will be combinedly counted here in the Tura, in the room of the RO, and it will be assisted by the ARO. Now for the sharing of the data, the EVM votes which will be retrieved in their respective counting centers, that would be again communicated by email for the expeditious receiving of this data. And we expect, since the counting is started at 8 o'clock in all the districts, here the postal ballot starts at 8 and EVM count start half an hour after that. And yes, it was initial consideration. We were quite apprehensive with keeping the Remal effect. But then the personnel from the MEPDCL, the power department, they have worked and still have been working, and they have ensured the power supply is here. Besides that, we also have the standby. We have a genset which we kept it maintaining throughout, right from the day of movement onwards, and till we make a final moving out with the machines from this premise. So that genset is there with us. And with regard to the network connectivity, we have the BSNL, the service provider here. We have it. The actual requirement is 8 Mbps speed, but we have checked it today. It is showing 70. We are constantly in touch with the authorities from the BSNL, and then they will be here. One officer will be here from their side as well. And to keep standby, we have taken Geo5 also, and both are working as of now. So hopefully, if there is no other such calamity strikes immediately tomorrow, which God forbid, we'll be able to connect easily. The officials who are involved in counting, in each table we have 132 tables for the count of EVM, and another 8 tables for the counting of postal ballot. Now in each table the formation is 1 counting supervisor, 1 counting assistant and 1 micro observer. Besides them, the AROs manning in each hall, tabulators in each hall, DOs in each hall, additional micro observers, 2 other additional micro observers for the counting observers. That means 4 of them, and in each of the postal ballot count also there will be micro observers, and besides that RO's table 1 more micro observer, 1 more tabulator. So these officials who are appointed from the office of the RO, having a distinguishable ID card, they are permitted to enter seamlessly. The counting agents who are appointed with the prescribed form number 18, they also have been provided with ID card. They are also allowed to enter the halls. Besides that, the contesting candidates or their election agent or both of them, anytime they can enter the hall. Any hall they can move from one hall to another. Their entry is allowed, and any other persons other than the observer as well, who has been authorized by the ECI, like media persons who have been duly permitted, they can enter, but they will be assisted by the nodal officer for the media cell. In our district, we have appointed the assistant director of the IPRO, Mr. Francis Sangma. So he will be assisting the media persons. Not at a time he will take, but he will stagger the entry. Maybe a batch of 2 or 1, he will take the media persons inside the counting hall. There are certain restrictions, like we have in place the CCTV cameras, we have the videographies which would be starting from the beginning of counting till the end. Besides that, if no other videographer or videography is allowed, particularly keeping in view the secrecy of voting procedure, so that we are complying with.
Prangnam Ada Raju.
Salam nono riba.
Tarode namin sulinga ma.
Namen sulinga ba?
Angna jani resun ko nat kubo.
Monat ken.
Ada. Era meta ko merong sa.
No. Yade plus F ni nisan tunggu pa 45 merong sa.
45 tunggu pa merong? Hindi pa ada. 45 merong aro ramram man ko pa merong ra dengdang ma. Nara phangna ramram man ko pa merong khosa phala chimba.
No. Anching salgum ko je ko ba chaya. Anching ni anching baljo kanisa pangchaka. Dau wian iran dake maya gemak chi anching ara. Thik somai kata maninga ma. Thik somai kata manjagen chim ode anemia. Mani de an sibilgriani. Night blindness. Andaken walo nagna man gijagpa sabi sirang na ba donga.
Ada ya gemakara 45 merong baksara mai baktong para.
Rani khangani donga no. Anchingni salan thiyo cha aniyo pena banga namgani rangko. Jekai iron, folic acid, vitamin B12, iodine, zinc, vitamin A aru D mannagta amja. Jeni gamanan dakba sabisi ungna ba donga. Sorkari ansing baljokani ko rai makrakata. Tao FSSAI on ani kita merong atta khari dud aro mungsongpa thorango beena namgunirangko daude chimunge paskageno jechin naa salgumko platchiba 15% beena singbaljokanirko manangen yakona gana 45 ko chaimung masibo yakon sing altua en plus F ni nisan ko nkemuna masyagen
Andi ba ada plus 8 tonggo ba reson chingara bauni ko mangen
no yano unigamanan sorkario Reson scheme rango jekai ICDS, MDM, PDS magsungani de yarango pangchakani jechin mungsa centrally sponsored rice scheme ni mananigta fortified rice bisa okodongba magaparang ba chini bena namgani rangni gaman resoni dokano manani ranggata nasmang gemuk nan sokatangiya taloni nasmangna aro anching sakan thini noktang rangna mangmang fortified merong
Katade nangnin kake donga ada.
Yako uwiatengpa Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.